Look at yourself, look internally and say, I got the talent. I can do it. I have the potential inside of me. Even if your talent's not where theirs is today, you can believe in the potential of your talent. You can look at yourself and you can say, you know what? I believe God gave me certain gifts that I'm meant to use, that I'm called here to this earth to use to serve and help other people. I'm going to believe in that talent. I'm going to believe in those gifts. I'm going to believe in that calling, and I'm going to put in the work and the effort to get better and better and better every day until... If you want to be a world-class performer as an athlete, entrepreneur, business leader, or just being extraordinary in your day-to-day life as a human being, then you've got to train yourself to think like a world-class champion. So how do you start to train yourself to think like a world-class champion? You learn from the folks that train world-class champions how to think. And one of those people is Dr. Bob Rotella. He spent his entire career teaching and training and coaching elite performers to be their best consistently so they could be great at their specific craft. Now, for him, that meant training world-class athletes, very often in swimming or basketball or golf, very often. And golf, by the way, is a perfect example of a sport that requires incredible mental skills. And so that's why I believe learning from a guy like Dr. Bob Rotella is a very smart thing to do for how to figure out how to train your mind to understand your own human psychology so you can think like a champion and create extraordinary success in any and every area of your life, personally and professionally. And so in this video, I'm going to break down for you 4 specific takeaways from his outstanding book, How Champions Think. It's amazing. I listened to it over and over and over again to just condition my mind to think like a champion thinks. And so I know that as we dive in, you're going to see the value of thinking like a champion, and you're going to want to get this book. If you do, it's in the link in the descriptions below. And let's dive in. How champions think. Number 1, they think optimistically. They think optimistically, and that probably seems super simple, but do you think of yourself as someone who thinks optimistically? You might tell yourself, I'm optimistic. Maybe you don't, but if you identify as optimistic, how often are you actually thinking about and hoping for a bigger, better, and brighter future? You must, if you want to think like a champion, look into the future on a consistent and regular basis and imagine great things happen. You have to hope that the future is going to be better than whatever you're experiencing today. That's part of a major practice of why visualization is powerful. Visualization is powerful because it takes your imagination, puts you into the future, and helps you see what's possible. The second thing that champions do to think like a champion, they have confident self-image. They have a confident self-image. And that's an interesting way to say it because some people will talk about they have confidence, but say a confident self-image is a slight tweak on the concept. But the reason it's important, the reason you need to think of it this way is confidence as a champion is about how do you see yourself relative to what your capabilities are. Are you looking at yourself and saying, you know what? I got it. I can do this. I believe that I've got the skills, gifts, and talents, and I work hard, and I put myself in a position to succeed, and therefore, you know in your mind that you have the confidence to achieve bigger and better results. So if you want to think like a champion, you really have to work on your confident self-image. And I talk a lot about confidence. I've got a whole section on confidence in my book, Attract Your Potential. And the reason I'm sharing that with you is because if you want to take yourself, your life to the next level, you need to work on your confidence. And it's a powerful thing to understand. It's a powerful skill to master. And if you do, you're going to be thinking like a champion. Thirdly, they believe in their own talent. They believe in their own talent. This goes right along with self-image, but the concept here that he really shares and the message he shares in the book is don't believe that someone else has a better talent than you. Focus on your talent. Believe in your talent. So often we get caught up in thinking we shouldn't go after our dreams or we shouldn't go after our goals because somebody else is more talented. And if you are believing in someone else's talent more than you're believing in your own talent, you are holding yourself back from taking the necessary steps and action that will get you where you want to go. You must believe in your own talent more than you believe in the talent of other people. Now, that doesn't mean that you look at other people and you think, well, gosh, they're not talented. You don't have to look at other people and say they're not talented. This is just suggesting that you need to believe in your own talent. Don't try to put other people on a pedestal and think, they're so great, I can never get there. Because very often the people you're putting on a pedestal today, who you're going to stop putting on a pedestal tomorrow, but the people you put on a pedestal today and look at their talent and you say, I can never get there, those people probably at one time were where you are or worse off. Very often, if you dig into the stories of the most successful performers in any area, sports, business, entrepreneurship, life generally, they started in the depths of the worst place you could ever imagine very often. And what that means is you can learn and develop yourself based on your talent. And you don't have to look at where people are and say, well, I can't get there, but you can look at where you are and say, I can get there. You can look at your own talent. You can say, I've got the talent, I've got the skill, I've got the willingness, the desire, the passion to put in the work and the effort to take myself to a new level. And the key here is this. Don't look around you and compare yourself and say, all these other thousands and hundreds of people are doing this thing that I want to do, and they're more talented. Look at yourself. Look internally and say, I got the talent. I can do it. I have the potential inside of me. Even if your talent's not where theirs is today, you can believe in the potential of your talent. You can look at yourself and you can say, you know what? I believe God gave me certain gifts that I'm meant to use, that I'm called here to this earth to use to serve and help other people. I'm going to believe in that talent. I'm going to believe in those gifts. I'm going to believe in that calling, and I'm going to put in the work and the effort to get better and better and better every day until I can make it happen. Gary Vaynerchuk often talks about there are two ways to build the biggest building in the city. You can tear down everyone else's building and hope your building is tall enough then, or you can build the tallest building. And how that message, that quote aligns with this idea of believing in your own talent, I'm suggesting don't look at all the other buildings when you've just got this like 2-story thing going on and there's skyscrapers around you of talent around you in your field that you want to succeed in. Don't look around at those buildings and say, I can never get there, so I'm just going to bring them down. I'm going to talk bad about their talent. They're not really a stable building anyway. Oh, what an ugly building. My building's way better. What you need to do is say, that's awesome, and I know what this building can become, so I'm going to keep building it floor by floor, brick by brick, till I get to where I want to go. So my friend, believe in your talent more than you believe in the talent of other people so that you can stay focused and believe that you can go and do the things that you're dreaming for, that you're believing for, and you can make it happen. Last but not least, champions who are thinking like champions on a consistent basis have big dreams. Champions have big dreams. Dr. Bob Rotella mentions in his book, he's like, I don't work with people that don't have big dreams. I don't work with people that don't want to be the freaking best they can be and be the best in the world. Not just the best they can be, but they have a belief that they have a belief in their talent, that if they truly tap into their greatest talent, they can be the best in the world. They can be world class at the thing they do, whether they're a golfer, a tennis player, a basketball player, an elite entrepreneur, a business leader, a political leader, whoever it might be. Wherever you are today, if you want to think like a champion, you must dream big. And dreaming big is a skill. I talk about this all the time. Dreaming big isn't something that just gets downloaded to you and then you're lucky. That can happen, but the people who have the biggest dreams, they work on them every single day. They journal about their dreams. They journal about the big things they want to accomplish. They journal about the talents they have that they believe they're called here to do. They believe they're on a mission to use their gifts, their life, their voice, their skills to serve and help even more people and to make the world a better, brighter place. Going back to thinking optimistically, they know that if they use their skills and their talents to help other people, the world can become a better place. And if you have this belief, if you're optimistic, you build your confident self-image, you believe in your own talent, and you dream big, and you keep dreaming big, and you keep putting in the effort, you keep putting in the work, you will, my friend, you will become a champion in whatever it is that you do. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a leader, a business person, a mother, a father, a grandparent, someone that just wants to excel in school, whatever it is that you're doing, if you start to use these principles to think like a champion, straight from Dr. Bob Rotella's book, How to Think Like a Champion, so that you can take your life to the next level, you will, in fact, become the best version of yourself and create extraordinary results far beyond what you've ever even started to dream is possible. So dream big, be optimistic, believe in your talent, work on that self-confidence and your self-image confidence, and you can create extraordinary results in your life. And if you want to stay fired up and inspired, go and watch this video that's popping up right now, because it'll help you to stay fueled up, fired up, moving forward to make the effort towards your biggest dreams and goals, and to keep thinking like a champion. Just keep going.